Hey everybody, Yalancy Peterson here, Ride with Peterson. It is Friday, May 19th, 2017. It is now 9:25 p.m. Just finished uploading the video about the 12 things I do to get 5 stars. So now I want to make a slightly different video. Why I'm making the YouTube videos. I'm making the videos because I want to be helpful. I want to share my experience and my knowledge to the person out there or the people out there who are starting rideshare for the first time, don't know what to do, they're overwhelmed with information, and they want a pretty good idea of what to expect. I was a bus operator for 5 years for LA Metro, and I poured my heart and soul into that job. And ultimately, I was terminated from that job on April the 7th, 2016. And that was very painful for me to get fired from that job, because my hope was to be a supervisor 5 years after starting the job. Instead, I got fired. And ultimately, the buck rests with me. I could have done better there. But you ask the supervisors who were at my division, and you ask the other bus operators I worked with, and they will tell you I was a good bus operator. And so rather than fight to get my job back, I decided to pour all of my energy into being the best private driver I could be. And I ultimately decided to start my own company so I could upgrade to having my own limo firm, because I'm of the point now where I realize that the only way I can avoid being fired in the future is to have my own company. And so that's where I am today. But I've paid a huge price to get to where I am today. I have made a lot of choices, good and bad, to be where I am now. I have paid the price. And during this transition from being an employee to going to having my own company, I've learned a lot along the way, and maybe my information will help someone else. So the mistakes, the choices that I made, you won't make. You could do different things or so. So I want to be helpful. I want to be of service to others. That's just my whole thing. One thing you probably won't see on my videos, I'm not going to promise that this won't happen, but one of the things you won't see on my videos will be referral codes. You won't see my referral code to try to entice you to be an Uber driver. You won't see me to, try to get you to get on board with Lyft and, promote all these other products and make all the money here or so like that. Could I do it? Maybe in the future. And, when I do, I'll do that, But then one thing I'll do is I'll say, hey, like today's episode is sponsored by San Pellegrino. I'm a water snob, a drink snob. I don't drink alcohol, but I like nice drinks like San Pellegrino flavored water. So I might, say something like that. Give you a nice little laugh or whatnot. But one thing I found, being a bus operator, being a rideshare driver, is that there's a sense of camaraderie with others who do the same thing you do, because you're going to experience life in a completely different way when you meet people, and you're inviting them in your vehicle, whether you're doing it for money or you're doing it for a client or so. At the end of the day, you're going to get to know people in a totally different way, and it will be the infinite possibilities of life. You will discover them when you start driving around people. And you will begin to categorize people, but then also you'll begin to sympathize with some people, and you'll understand what's going on, and you'll figure out that, hey, you know what, Everybody doesn't like you, and that's okay. But then a lot more people like you than those that don't like you, and that's the good fun thing about it. And you know, you'll get fortunate to have some really good customers that will do some very nice and generous things for you. I mean, the capacity for generosity is really amazing. I truly enjoy what I do. I really do. I enjoy being of service to people, and I enjoy helping people as much as possible. I do believe you get what you give, and so, you know, I'm being led in my heart more to do this more than my bank account. I figure, hey, one way or another, this is gonna, you know, work out one way or another or so. But I'm looking forward to the possibility and the opportunity to be of service to you in these videos. So if you have any questions, any comments, any compliments, any concerns, feel free to list them. I will do everything I can to respond to you in a reasonable amount of time. My internet situation is now resolved, so I think I'll be able to post more videos and be a little more interactive to those who make the decision to subscribe to me, because I appreciate you taking the time to watch my little videos. I hope that gives you a little more insight in who I am, and I look forward to sharing my thoughts with you on the next video. Take care.